Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. To begin with, the reason this is all torn up is because I walked into a chain link fence last night. So if anybody has any jokes or anything about it, forget it. Anyway, what we're going to do today, well, first I should say, please subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. Now, I keep getting requests to do 4-speed transmissions, and I keep putting them on the back burner and saying, when I need to do one, we'll do it. I need to do one, so we're doing it. Okay, 4-speed transmissions were made for Harleys from 1936 right up into the early 80s, mid-80s even. And this particular one, I think, is from the early 70s. They're basically the same, come apart the same, go together the same. And to me, they're a pretty terrific unit. I mean, we ran them for hundreds of thousands of miles, and they last for years and years. And even when they're worn badly, they still go down the street operating pretty well. Okay, so to begin with, what we're going to do is we're going to strip it down for repair. Now, this is the second time today we've done this video because I didn't plug the microphone in on the last one. So we're doing it again. I already removed all the nuts that hold the Kickstarter assembly, the whole kicker cover here, onto the transmission. Now I removed all 9 nuts, and when I got ready to slide it off, you get a 5/8 wrench or the kicker arm and move that shaft down. And what that does is it releases this Kickstarter gear from here. So when it moves it, I'm trying to get my hands out of the way, so that when it moves it, you can slide this out without any difficulty. Okay, as soon as you slide it off, the first thing you're going to see quite often is a damaged throwout bearing. This is a late style throwout bearing. The keeper had already fallen off. This is the oil slinger that goes on the end of the clutch rod. All that stuff will need to be replaced. Okay, then I went to the other end and removed the sprocket, which necessitated bending the tabs on the lock tab that holds that sprocket, and then removing the nut, which is a left-hand thread. I did it with an impact wrench. So just remember, when you're removing this one, you have to turn it clockwise rather than counterclockwise because it is a left-hand thread. Now, we don't need to pull the seal out. That'll be real easy to take out from the inside once the main shaft and sprocket shaft are removed. So the next thing we did was take all the screws out of the transmission lid and get that out of there, off of there. And there it is. Sometimes you have to persuade it. And I think everybody knows how fond I am of rawhide mallets. I don't like to break or scratch things. And then we take the screw out of the speedometer drive. And now we're down. We're there. Now all we need to do is take the rest of the transmission apart. We're down to what I call the basic transmission. What we'll need to do is remove the main shaft. No, we'll have to remove the counter shaft first. This is the counter shaft gears, and here is the main shaft with its gears. So we'll need to remove all of this, which is your shifting mechanism. This is the shifter rod, shifter fork rod, and these are the forks. So we will remove those things and then get into the shafts and get those out. So that'll be in our next video. Transmission is down and ready to be done. And until the next video, see you out on the road.